Hey Facebook, what is going on? It's almost Christmas time for all you guys out there. Just tying up on some things here. Just want to put some music on. Today, I want to talk to my young entrepreneurs out there. Let me show you over here. Cool. All right, we got to do some talking here, face-to-face talking. And we're going to talk about reality of being an entrepreneur and the idea of dating. Now, the reason I want to do it is because I am training a group of guys, and they're in that process of dating, and I want to use my life as an outline or an example of what to do and what not to do so they can find the right person, because it is very hard to find the right person being an entrepreneur. I know it's cold outside, but I still like my ice cream. All right, so here's lesson. I know I mentioned that I've been married a couple of times, so I'm going to talk about the two. First one, my first marriage, I married my high school sweetheart. I was 18. We were in high school, graduated high school. She turned out to be pregnant, but I still loved her. So whatever love is at 18, right? It's hard because at that time, what was a man? What was a father? What was, or father to be? And what was a husband? Those questions about those 3 point of views is I didn't know what that was at 18. All I knew was from 14 to high school, all I knew was just to grind. I didn't want to be in the ghetto anymore, and I just wanted to move forward, and I just wanted to do my thing. And so in the insight, what happened was I was always gone from her trying to do the business. At the same time, I was leaving her alone. And so the lesson learned was, it doesn't make difference how much money you make. That money you make doesn't substitute you being there. Okay. If you're there in her world, if you're there in the family, that's one level. Okay, so the one thing, young entrepreneurs, I want you guys to really realize, hey, what's going on, Brenda, is the idea that when you're in a relationship, you got to give that relationship some attention. Business is very straightforward. Okay, we're in battle, we're in the jungle. But when it comes to a relationship, you got to find time to walk away and to be part of that relationship. So that's a lesson learned. So what happened for me was, and nothing against her, I mean, we still talk every now and then. Yeah, she did her thing, and she moved on from me, and life hits hard. So now the second thing is, so the second one, X, is we were just having fun. And in having fun, we got to a point where she got pregnant, and I was in the military at the time. And in that process, I was always gone again. So I was in the military, always deployed, and that happens there. So in context, when you're in a relationship, guys, young entrepreneurs, right? We're talking guys now. One thing you have to realize is there's a choice you have to make. And the question is, while you're in a process of doing your business or doing your education or building your industry or whatever, the question is, the women that you're having fun with, do you really want to get to a point where that if you do get this woman pregnant, are you going to marry her? And if you're not willing to marry her, if you're not willing to have kids with her, my young entrepreneurs, may I suggest, don't play with her. It is a serious. Now, why, as I say serious? Because women, guys, I'm talking to my guys. Women, you can let me know how you feel about this or not, because I'm not talking about you. I'm talking to my guys. Women have an opinion about who you are. Now, let me give you a point example. I got degrees. If you don't know, I have 2 PhDs. One is in divinity and one is in psychiatry. One is in the religion point of view, or spirituality, I should say. And then one is in the psychiatry counseling side as a doctor. So each one is a PhD. One is an MD position as a psychiatrist. Okay, here's the thing. What's the difference if I'm a doctor or you're an entrepreneur, right, guys? You're making an X amount of dollars, making $500,000 to $1 million. Okay. How do you know that the woman you're with is with you or your title? You don't. You just don't. So I have rules. So the first rule is the woman you guys hang out with, if this is the woman you're willing to marry and have kids with, play on. If this is the woman that you're not willing to marry and have kids with, let it go. Okay? It's not worth it. Because a woman will do anything to a degree. She would do anything to lock you down. So the key is make sure that if you're not willing to marry her and have kids with her, stop playing with her. Okay, guys? I'm talking to my guys now, so we're being real here. Because I have what I have, guys, it's a double-edged sword. One is I'm attractive because of that that's on the walls, and so in context, I have them coming that direction, and if they come in that direction, they're looking at status and they're looking at finances. Okay, so be mindful. Status, they're always going to boast about you. Finances, they're always going to try to get something out of you. Now, how do I know who's real and who's not? It's kind of hard. Again, you just don't know. There's rules that comes to this game. And the rule is this. It's nice to know that, okay, let's use me as an example. Okay, I'm a doctor. Fine. It's nice to know that I'm a doctor. But there is a standard position about being a doctor. One. There's a image of me being a doctor. That because I'm a doctor, I can't do certain things, right? Let me tell you something. Academic people are the worst people to hang around with if you want to live a good life, or I should say a lifestyle like mine. Academic people are just stupid because academic people think there's a certain way to live. You have to have this, and this. Keep up with the Joneses, this, and this. No. Let me help you guys out. When I met my dad at 19, when I met my dad, he was in overalls and had a raggedy beard and everything. And I don't know if he remembers this or not, but my dad, first time seeing my dad, he said, number one rule of being rich is don't look like it. And I understood it, but I didn't understand it. So let me go turn this down. This thing's loud. So here's the thing, guys. When you have a position in your world, I like that song. You have to understand that they're going to think you're supposed to be something that internally you're not. You know, people don't realize that I'm a doctor not because of them, not because of you, right? I became a doctor because I wanted to be educated. I wanted to learn, and it was just the highest level to go to. So in context, now that I am one, guys, pay attention. You have to separate it. You have to be you. Don't be the bubble that people want you to be in. Don't have to worry about keeping up with the Joneses. You don't have to worry about keeping up the status And if you find your mate to actually want to keep you to that, then she's using you. Because a woman should not care about who you are, how you are as a doctor or an entrepreneur or anything like that. They should care about you and your interests and who you are as a man who is trying to live life, whatever that life is, right? And I've always said, guys, that you have to know who you are. Because if you don't know who you are in this world, in the jungle, if you don't know who you are, you're going to lose yourself. And so, hey, Dave, what's going on? What's going on? So my point is, when you have a mate that comes into your world, if she's only worried about you keeping in this bubble, she's not caring about you. She's caring about the title, the subject, the idea of you as a man who have money or title or whatever. So it is confusing when you have money. It is confusing, guys, when you have title. It is confusing when you have a certain status. When you, as a single man, is very confusing. And here's the thing. The relationships that you will have in your own world is going to be very public. Now, people look at me and think I'm over publicizing. No, I'm not over publicizing. In fact, nobody knows right now if I'm seeing someone or not, and that's okay. But when I do see someone, I'm not afraid to say I'm seeing someone, okay? Here's the thing. You have haters out there, and you have jealous people out there, and that comes with it. So you have to be mindful of that. So let me put it in order. Put it in order, guys. 1, we're working for something. We're working for a title. We're working for the best in what we do as an entrepreneur. And those of you who are going to school and doing that, you're working towards that. Single. If you're single and you're playing with someone, unless you're planning on marrying or them having a kid, stop playing with them. 2, if you have something, how do you know it's real or not? You have to test it. And I have a rule, and I'll get into it again in a second. You have to test it. And I say, don't listen to what they say, look at what they do. All right? The relationship should enhance you. 3, don't you stay in a bubble of what the anticipation of who you are. You shouldn't have to stay in a bubble. You should be you. This on the board is what I did as a profession and not me as a man or a person, a male. So you need to understand those are the differences so you can express that to your mate at the time. Okay? Now, if you understand that concept, then you can start to get in order. Okay. And then the last one is, if you have a family already and you're starting new and they're still supporting you, give back to your family. Don't sacrifice your family for something. Yes, I know it feels like you're going to feel guilty about spending time with them, but don't feel guilty. Just get up early and stay later every day. All right. My rule in dating for those who are single out there, guys. And again, I'm talking to my guys, ladies, my guys. The rule of dating is this. 1, if you're dating someone and you're saying to them and yourself, this is someone I wouldn't mind in context. And of course, this is really rough, so don't hold me to this one. But if I'm dating someone, it's someone that I would not mind marrying to if we get to a point, because image-wise, she's there. Mentally, she's there. And 2, guys, for you, if you're willing to have children with them, then start that path. Now, put that aside. That's something nobody talks about, but let me help you out. If you're not willing to do those 2 things, don't play with that. Okay. Number 1 rule, you got a girl. lady, or however age you are. You got a woman and you're starting your first, second, or third date. Here's the thing. You supposed to be chivalrous. What does chivalrous mean? Open the door for them. Be the gentleman. You are supposed to be the gentleman to handle your business and be a leader in a relationship. I don't care if it's 1 date, 2 date, 5 days, a year date, it doesn't matter. You are supposed to be chivalrous. You're supposed to handle and take care of that. But here's the thing. You're supposed to take care of dinner, breakfast, or lunch, however that looks like. You're supposed to take care of that. You do not, listen to me, you do not spend no more money outside of that unless it's equal. If you want to go out and say, let's go and rent a car or rent a boat or rent a plane and go somewhere, guys, we're not supposed to be boasting. One, you know that. We talk about that all the time. We're not boasting, and we're not showing off. Boasting is showing off, but in context. You are not supposed to spend no other money until you realize that this is a woman that you want to spend a little bit more with you than quality time. Now, that process of that, my rule is about 3 months. It's been longer recently. It's been longer. But my rule is I'm only going to treat them nice, spend on food and small entertainment only for 3 months up, and then a little bit past that if need be. Not paying no bills. I'm not fixing no nails. I'm not fixing no hair. I'm not getting no dye. I'm not doing. If she has kids, I'm not buying nothing for the kids. Now, of course, Christmas, buy a little something. But the point is, you're not there to take care of them. And the only time you should be able to take care of them is if they pass or qualify themselves to be taken care of. Right? We talked about that a couple of times. So if you have a dating process, you're going to weave out a lot of trophy girls and a lot of women who think they know you, think they want to know you, think they can do this, think they can do that, because just because they dress nice, look nice, smell nice, that don't mean nothing. Guys, you know as well as I know now, a woman is supposed to act nice, talk nice, look nice, take care of her body. That's what she's supposed to do. How do you know if she's with you? She enhances you. It's not that you're there to take care of her. And it's not there, she ain't supposed to take care of you. Granted, we don't need a woman to take care of us. It's the idea that a woman is not supposed to take care of you. You're not supposed to take care of her. You two are supposed to enhance each other. If you can find a woman to enhance you in what you do, and you enhance her in what she does, then you guys can have a beautiful relationship, and that's a foundation you can build off on. But if there's no enhancement, meaning if she's struggling now, then it's just a matter of time. Because if she doesn't know how to take care of herself now, what is she looking for, right? That's the whole key, guys. So please be mindful. And my rule is this is just mine, so I'm not telling you what to do, guys. We all have our own life, right? We all have our own life. But the idea is, if you're dating, be a gentleman. Hey Pam, how you doing? Pam, you want to be on camera? All right, I'm gonna put you on camera, Pam. So the idea is there. All right, so it's added. So so guys, so let me recap of what we just talked about. Okay, if you have a relationship already and we started this process, all right, no problem, fam. If we started this process, take care of your family, guys. Uh, no problem, fam. No problem. Take care of your family, guys. Take care of who and what you have, the responsibilities that we have. Okay. And guys, if you're dating, be chivalrous. Be a gentleman. There's nothing wrong with being a gentleman. One, if they don't know how for a man to be a gentleman, for you to be a gentleman, let that go. That independent crap is old school. Please. And honestly, that independent woman, guys, I'm talking to my guys now. That independent woman crap, it was nice for when it was, because at the time that they started that movement, it was the idea that those guys, those group of guys, didn't know how to treat their women nice. Now, I'm half French and half Spanish. That's all I know. So that movement wasn't for me. But the whole point is, guys, we know how to take care of our women, right? We know. So therefore, because we know, if they don't know how to handle a good guy, let that go. That independence is old school. Two, if you're dating, be a gentleman, take care of the meal, take care of transportation, take care of minor, good, small entertainment, have a good time with your mates, and get to know them, like we talked about before, how to get to know them. But get to know them, let them get to know you. We talked about it, be straightforward, blunt almost, so they have a good understanding on what to expect out of this relationship. And then again, don't put yourself in a bubble with these dates that you guys are on. That's a profession. All of that is profession. Who is this? If guys, if they don't know who this is, that's what they're looking at. That's what they know. They don't know this. And you got to get them to let them know this. And if all they care about is that, let them go. They can't see this. Let them go. I give you an I give you an example. Not too long ago, and everyone knows, I wrote my last book that I just finished, and I had some models, and I put on video that it came from Google, and I can't tell you how many people told me that I was sleeping with all these women. Ignorant people. Because of this, they see this. I have people all the time say, you're not acting like a doctor. That's because they see this. They don't know who this is. So please, in your dating, tell them what your profession is, but let it go. Then tell them who you are as a man, as a husband, as a father, right? If they don't get it, they can't respect it, they can't enhance that, let them go. I know. All right, so I for everyone who just now jumping on late, I just wanted to talk to you because I talked to some friends earlier and I talked to some of my guys, and it's holiday right now and they feel a little guilty because I'm working. But see, guys, I don't have a family. My mother passed away. My dad is out of state. My kids are out of state. I don't have a family, so I'm here alone. So doing my thing. That's what I do. But guys, this life is not like every all of yours. So in context, I got on just to help the guys understand, because it is hard trying to be the best in school and be the best in becoming an entrepreneur, to be the best at their jobs. And ladies, let me say this to you. If you've got a man, please realize if he's one of those guys who's trying to do his thing, help him stop being so selfish and independent. Mm. Okay, that's just my personal thing. I don't know what the relationships are. It's just my thing. All right, so here's the thing. Guys, I'm trying to get guys who are trying to be the best at who they are, what they're trying to do in life. I'm trying to get them to see that it's okay to be the best. It's okay to be a lion, tiger, or bear, or something like that. It is okay to do that because that is our nature to do and be. It is our nature to go to the highest of our abilities. But in doing that, there is a separation between profession and who the guy is. And so guys are getting mixed up. And so this is why I've talked about this. Guys are getting mixed up in understanding their profession is who they are. No. And the reason they're thinking profession is who they are is because all the women is attracted to who they are. They don't know who the man is. And so therefore, I'm trying to help guys realize to be a gentleman is okay. To be a gentleman is a manly thing to do because that's what us men do. We are gentlemen. And if the women can't appreciate that, let them go. And if a woman is only looking at our profession, let them go. And if a woman is not willing to let her independence stuff go, let them go. And after a while, you just find yourself like me with no one, listen to music, handling my business, and drinking some ice cream. That's why I like doing it. But some of you guys are having families, so be with your family and take care of your family. Love your family. Stay up, get up early before them, stay later than them. Still take care of your family. For the rest of us, don't change who you are as a man. There is no woman out there good enough to change who you are as a man. And if all the women is only thinking about is your profession and your finances or what you're supposed to be doing because of your profession, let them go. It's not worth converting and changing into who they think you should be. You are supposed, man, guys, us, we are supposed to be a man. But defining that man is what is a good man, what is a father, a good father, and what is a good husband. Okay? So when you guys, everyone hear about my young entrepreneurs, I got a small group right there. That's what I'm mentoring and talking to. If you have some guys out there that you want to get in this circle, ladies, please direct them towards this circle. I'll be more than happy to get them in tune and get it going. But other than that, Merry Christmas. What's going on? Merry Christmas to everyone. Let's see here. Yes. So, Merry Christmas to everyone. It's Christmas Eve. And again, it's not that I'm a workaholic. Mom has passed away. Dad is out of state. Kids are out of state. Everyone else is with someone else. So it's okay. It's part of the game. It's part of the jungle. All right, guys. Have a Merry Christmas. Enjoy your Christmas tomorrow. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.